Yes, so welcome to Sunny Meadow Farm. I'm Jamie with Cooking Bucket Sugar House. And what's your name?
Rosie.
Rosie.
And then Sophia.
Sophia, welcome to Sunny Meadow. This is a very exciting time for us because we are tapping the trees here at Sunny Meadow for the first time this year. It's the culmination of a 10-year project to plant and grow these trees for maple syrup. And I guess the best way to start is to just ask folks here, is there anything about this sugar bush that looks different to you?
So I've never seen a sugar maple
sugar bush?
before. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sugar bush.
Okay.
So
okay.
I have read that the taps are smaller and the trees are pretty close.
Yes, that is the biggest difference about what we're doing here. So this does not look like your traditional sugar bush.
Are the pipes usually like that big, or?
Well, it all depends on the this is the main line, and the size of the main line pipe will depend on how many taps you're tapping in your sugar bush. Large producers, they'll have pipe that's as large as 4 inches in diameter because they're tapping thousands of trees in the woods.
Yeah.
So this is 3/4 inch, and that's suitable for the number of taps we're going to have here. But getting back to the differences about what we're doing here in the wild sugar bush, we don't tap any trees that are smaller than 10 inches in diameter. Okay, so these trees are much smaller than what you will see in a wild sugar bush. Okay, these trees were planted here close together in rows for the purpose of tapping them at a small size. A tree in the wild, maple tree, will take about 35 to 40 years to grow to tappable size. These, as I say, these were planted here so that we could begin harvesting within 10 years. Okay, so that's what we're doing. Yeah, Chris.
Were they full size, or were they? What kind of tree? Were they already grown trees?
They were 3-foot whips when they went in the ground 10 years ago. So they were just the size of your pinky when they went in the ground. So they've grown really nicely here in the full sun, and that's part of the approach that we're taking. Although these trees are small, they respond very well to tapping, and through a lot of research and experimentation, both at the university level up at UVM and other sort of enterprising sugar makers, pioneering sugar makers who have tried this process. They've discovered that these trees respond very well. The tapping of a tree this size does not kill the tree. They continue to grow. They repair the tap hole in the wound in the tree, and they continue to grow very, very nicely. And part of the strategy with that is that we're employing is we're using small diameter spiles. So out in the woods, in the wild sugar bush, we tap with a 5/16 tap. Here we're using a 3/16, or a micro spile. That technology has presented itself as an opportunity to tap these trees this size. To give you an idea of why it is beneficial, you can see this is the larger one is the 5/16, the drill bit for a 5/16 spile. This is the drill bit for the 3/16. So it's much smaller, and the tree is able to recover and from this size of a tap hole. So that's what we're using here. And the other strategy that we're employing is a every other year tapping rotation. So the trees that we tap this year, we won't tap next year, and the trees that we've not tapped this year, we will tap next year. So we're going to give these smaller trees an extra full year to recover from the tapping season this year. And so in that way, we hope to have a sustainable approach to sugaring here on this style sugar bush.
Okay.
Any questions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the taps come out every year then, so that the tree can recover, and then you tap a different place?
That's right. You tap a different place, just like with a full-grown tree. You tap in a different place every year, because the tap, when the tree heals, the tap hole that we put in the tree, the way that it recovers from that is a process called compartmentalization, and that hole that you put in the tree essentially seals it off and grows around it. That hole becomes essentially non-conductive or not living wood.
Yeah.
So you can't, if you try to drill into it again, you wouldn't get sap out of that spot, because the tree has compartmentalized it so that that wound is sealed off and the tree can continue to grow outside. Go right about here. So when you're tapping, we don't go too aggressive with it. It's not like hammering in a nail. Once it feels secure, you know you're done. And as you can see, it only went in about 1/4 of an inch. All it takes is a single drop. That's all the liquid we need. Okay, so very interesting. I mentioned before that typically the sugar content in maple sap is about 2% sugar, but people have found that the sugar content in saplings is typically higher than that. So when I'm looking through the refractometer here, it's telling me the sugar content here is about 3 1/4% sugar in the sap, which